Welcome to The Quantum Leap, futurist Chet W. Sisk. I've traveled to over 30 countries around the world and found some interesting parallels in some of the folk tales. Many of the ancient indigenous stories often talked about some point in the future where humans would go through a sudden change and we'd be transformed. Even some of my woo-woo friends here in the States used to talk about the world arriving at a moment in time when human beings would experience a sudden change in our consciousness. They called it the quantum leap. At first, I looked at this premise as wishful thinking in a battered and bruised world of modernity. Then I started thinking, well, why not? Malcolm Gladwell clarified the tipping point framework in his book by the same name. He suggested small and seemingly insignificant factors can accumulate until they reach a critical mass, leading to a sudden and dramatic shift in behavior, trend, or social norm. Now, whether you want to call it a tipping point or a quantum leap, we appear to be at a potential point of exceptional transformation. Now, here's the fun part. Numerically speaking, in a planet of almost 8 billion people, 800 million people concentrating on a single thought, say, love all living creatures and the planet, could theoretically change the behavior of the entire planet. The best way to implement this simple idea is to keep the statement the same and incorporate it into a daily practice. It's a fun thought experiment that, again, theoretically, has ramifications for the future, considering the massive multiple crises we face. Strange as it may seem, multiple crises have an interesting way of leading us to the precipice of change, which leads us to the idea of a quantum leap. Now, we get to decide what new world we're going to leap into. Pass this on and let's see if we can get to that 800 million mark.